Oh, what is the MCs, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXWrestleCast. We're on episode 192 of my wrestling recap show, where once a week I go through all the major WWE and AEW shows, give you the recap, give you the review, let you know what's going on storyline-wise, and at the end of the show, I give out my 3 stars of the week, going to my 3 favorite matches that I witnessed with my eyeballs. And when there's a pay-per-view, I'll be doing a separate pay-per-view episode for whatever pay-per-view that is going on, but we're in the clear right now, and apologies for not having this out when I normally have it out on Sunday or Mondays. My computer would not turn on. I finally figured out what the issue was. It was as simple as unplugging a little memory stick in the back that I did not see was back there, and boom, the computer worked. Isn't technology great? Oh, yeah. All right, let's get into the recap. Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden, baby. Oh, my goodness. New York City, the most iconic freaking arena in the world, arguably, and the hotspot for WWE. Generally goes down kind of like a little pay-per-view when they're at MSG. They have big matches, big shit goes down. So let's get into it. Jey Uso, grand entrance through 20,000 Madison Square Garden fans, and then we get into the match. It's a freaking wild moment, man. That must have been amazing. What a job Jey Uso has right now, man. He's just, every week I have one of the craziest entrances, people fucking going insane for me, and I'm just partying it up in these crowds week after week. Got to be a good time. We got Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller with Austin Theory. Waller hits the nice rolling flatliner. Jey hits a super kick and a spear, and it is over. Nice try from Waller, showing off some nice athleticism. A solid opening match. It was mostly all about the yeet dong. Waller and Theory attacking Jey after the bell. Oh no. But Jey fights both of them off, but then he gets ambushed by Gunther. Oh dear. Jey choked out by the champion, and Gunther standing tall yet again. Oh dear. We move on. It is Logan Paul arriving to massive boos. So many boos. He freaking rips the shirt right off of a real fake fan. At least I'm hoping that was a real fake fan, because homie's just sitting there. He was, of course, it's definitely a fake fan because the dude was shredded. Oh yeah, I just happen to have a 6-pack and pecs, and I'm fucking stupid idiot. All right. Logan says he doesn't deal with guys like AJ Styles. What the fuck's that supposed to mean? Like guys with long hair? Like what? Logan, shocked Cody didn't take Rock's deal, offers himself up to be the final boss's bitch. That would work, I think. Paul makes Andrew Schultz, a comedian, I think. I've seen him around. Makes that guy speak. Schultz wants to see CM Punk, and Rollins tells Logan nobody came to see him. So, all right, there you go. Pretty funny. Logan snaps. He drags Schultz into the ring, and then AJ Styles comes out to the rescue, sending Logan running away like a chicken. AJ and Andrew celebrate together, and I'm fucking jealous, because AJ's like, oh, get up on the ropes, man, take it in. I'm like, oh, why is that not me? Why can't that be me? All right, tornado tag action. Oh, baby, it's the New Day. Kofi and Xavier versus Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. LWO, nice leaping leg lariat. New Day double power bomb to Dragon on the floor. That looked painful as hell. Ray sweet leaping Rana. Dragon hits a nasty top rope stomp, and then Rana's Woods slightly through a table. He didn't really get all of it, but he tried. We get a mysterious masked man attacking Dragon and Rey Mysterio. It's Chad freaking Gable, baby, and he's running away from security. Fucking funny moment. New Day take advantage, backbreaker, diving knee, stomp combo, and New Day grab a win. Good constant action in this one, as go with a tornado tag. That's why I want more of them. And some nice tag combos in there as well. Really liking, I've been waiting for this for a while now. Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee getting together as a tag team. Dragon was dealing with injury. Now he's back, and we're back on this road. And fuck Dragon Lee, baby. He's going to get over. I don't really want to ever mention Rey Mysterio retiring, but is this what we're setting up for? Like is Dragon gonna eventually take over? I'm still pushing for, you gotta have Rey Mysterio versus Dom Mysterio, mask versus career, or mask and career match, or something like that, where Dom wins, takes Rey's mask, and ends his own father's career. That's like the ultimate storyline. But you can also do that bringing Dragon Lee up and maybe have Dragon Lee fight for Rey and maybe lose, but that's not as kiddy. So anyway, that's just some thoughts that I've had. But that's cool. It appears that Gable has also learned the dark arts and he is back from his adventures. So cool. I guess he just puts on a mask and you've learned lucha. So there you go. We got Cody Rhodes. He tossed to New York discussing the absence of John Cena, The Rock, and most importantly, Travis Scott to answer for their actions. Especially Travis Scott, you fucking bitch. You smacked my freaking eardrums out of my head. That was not cool. All right, we get some dueling Let's Go Cena. Cena sucks chance. Oh, buddy, just wait until you watch the most recent Monday Night Raw. Oh, baby. Oh, Cody only begrudges Cena for saying this needed to be done and that it was best for business. How could he? Cody says he is the captain now of the WWE, and I cannot wait to hear the response from John Cena next week. I have, in fact, already heard it, and it was fucking awesome. Good stuff right here from the Code Man. We move on to our next match. It is Raquel Rodriguez with Liv and Dom versus Bayley. Raquel dominating with her power until she runs into the ring post of doom. Oh no. Liv and Dom cause a distraction. Raquel catches and slams Bayley into the announce table. Bayley makes it back into the ring only to take a boot to the head and a Tijuana bomb. Rodriguez grabs the win. Raquel with obviously some Judgment Day distractions. Looking really dominant, though, in this win versus the multiple-time champion. So there you go. Looks like Raquel, getting leveling up. Obviously, she's in a major stable right now, aside the women's champion. I don't see Raquel. I just don't see it. I don't really like her. Like, she's fine, but she smiles all the time, and she's a heel, and she just doesn't, she's fine. All right, an okay match. Chad Gable. He denies being the masked man. Then who the fuck was it? Was it Kurt Angle? I don't think so. Jackie ain't having it from Gable. The masked man appears behind them, getting kicked out. All right. Well, that's a neat trick right there, Chad. Clearly he had someone else dress up as the masked man, but it's definitely Chad Gable. Come on now. New women's world champion, Io Sky, interviewed by Michael Cole. Shout out to the fan with the Mario 3 inspired Io Sky sign. Love it. That would make a great t-shirt. I know John Cena's already cornered the Mario 3 market, but fuck yeah, great sign. Thumbs up. Io, very happy to be champion going into WrestleMania. Io's challenger, Bianca Belair, arrives, but is quickly cut off by Mommy, Rhea Ripley. Mommy looking for answers for the alleged assistance Bianca gave to Io last week. Literally all Bianca did was go Io, you got this. And Rhea's just like, the fuck did you just say? Rhea suggests Bianca go deal with Jade and Naomi and leave, Io and Rhea to fight for the title. Bianca and Rio disrespect the champion. They shove her to the side and Io goes down. I'm like, what the fuck just happened there? Io says, fuck that noise, smacks both Rhea and Bianca, and leaves absolutely fuming. She's like fucking probably swearing in her native tongue. Great stuff there. But fucking hell yeah right there from Io. Won't take that shit from anyone, but man, that was disrespectful. That shove to the face from Bianca and Rhea, that was fucked up. But obviously looking like we are setting up for that triple threat at WrestleMania. Possibly, maybe Rhea, there's no way. I mean, Bianca won the chamber. She's going to be there, but maybe Rhea beats up Bianca enough that she can't do it. I don't know. Definitely going to be a triple threat. Main event time, and you better believe it, brother. It's a steel cage match. It's Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. And you gotta have a steel cage match in Madison Square Garden. Would have been perfect if they put out the old blue one, which obviously they're not going to do that because that thing used to beat the shit out of everyone that used to go inside that damn thing. Look it up. Brawling begins. Immediately, both men smacking the shit out of each other. Rollins buckle bombs Punk into the cage. That's a nasty bump. You slide down the cage, probably Pretty sure Punk's back got all scratched up from that one. Unpleasant. Punk hits the first of what is going to be many GTSs in this match. Then he just starts kneeing Seth repeatedly into the cage. I imagine that would hurt. Punk opens the door, offering Seth a free escape. This is declined. Multiple elbow drops from Punk. Finally makes his first pin attempt in this match. Prior to this, they've been beating the shit out of each other. Rollins hits a superplex off of the cage. Crowd loving it. I was just like, it's just a regular superplex. It's not any higher than it was. He just, put his feet on the cage. So, like, it's just a fucking regular superplex. But crowd freaking loving it. Punk rallies, hits another GTS. Seth kicks out of that. Rollins pulls out the STFU screaming, die. Punk counters into the Anaconda Vice. Seth escapes, hits a stomp, and Punk kicks out of the stomp. Yet another GTS and another kick out by Seth. Punk using Seth stomp. That's not enough. Punk could walk out of the door. Instead, he just comes back to get stomped, and he kicks out again. Seth with a super stomp, staring at his handiwork, and then out of nowhere, Seth gets dragged out of the cage by Roman Reigns. Seth freaking wins. Boom, baby. That's what's up. Roman puts a beat down on Seth, crowd going absolutely banana, chanting OTC. Roman about to obliterate Seth into the steps, but Adam Pearce and friends make the save. Paul Heyman has found his way into the cage, and he is coddling CM Punk, just losing it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Roman is disgusted. He spears Punk in half. Heyman is horrified as the show comes to an end. Holy jumping. Like I said, feels so right to have a cage match in MSG. Really good main event match. Match was more about the win. Less about the win, more about just wanting to beat the shit out of each other. So pretty fun story there. I need the blood though, man. I need the blood in this. I need blood in a steel cage match. Like that was truly the missing ingredient in this match. Outside of that, really good. There's brutality in there, or actually, the blood brings out the brutality that I was missing. Lots and lots of finishers and lots of kickouts, kind of watering down the most powerful moves in the WWE, like pretty protected moves in the GTS and the stomp. And Roman, surprise return. Interesting, will Seth fight Roman at WrestleMania now? And what will Punk move on to? Is he done? We talking triple threat right here, these three guys. Who knows? Really good main event match, right? They are 7.5 out of 10. And a good show. But honestly, a bit underwhelming for a Madison Square Garden show. Feuds just doing their thing. Gunther being mean to Jay. Logan being hated. AJ gonna learn him a lesson, though. You better watch yourself. That should be a fun WrestleMania match. Rhea beefing with Bianca. I don't like it because it just feels like Io is in the background, and that's only going to get worse. You'll see. Roman's return. That was great to see. Him here looking good for WrestleMania, hoping he's going to fight Seth, Punk, or both. Regardless, going to be good to see Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. 7 out of 10. Now we go to the NXT, which is also in Madison Square Garden, and we're doing Roadblock, so like a free little pay-per-view kind of thing. Cool. And we're starting with a TNA World Tag Team Championship match. It's the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, defending against Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. Hardy's sweet twist of fate neckbreaker combo, really like that move. Frazier nails a Phoenix Splash, but Matt is there to break up the pin. Jeff nails the Swanton, but Nathan kicks out of it. Both teams friendly fire on each other, but the Hardys prevail with a Swanton from Jeff to retain. Oh yeah, baby. Really good opening matchup right there. Hardys were awesome, working at a pretty fast pace with Fraxium, who are insanely fast. So, Hardys still got it, hitting their shit, and fucking MSG loving the Hardy Boys, man. Oh, so many great memories there. Jeff jumping off of every freaking thing, and a really strong performance from Fraxium. Sadly, didn't get the win there, but 7.5 out of 10. Stacks gets a 6-man tag team match versus Spears' family to try and redeem his big old mistake, costing the Don his North American Championship at whatever, last week or some shit. Little bit of tension between Don and Stacks. Still not a big blow up yet. I'm still kind of expecting something here. I imagine Stacks gonna fuck up again, and how much longer will the Don be able to handle this shit? He's the underboss, and he's fucking up. Cost me a championship. We got Roxanne Perez versus Jordan Grace up next. Perez attacks the legs of Grace. Jordan's knee buckles in the corner. Grace, impressive power. Sit out powerbomb right there. Roxanne frog splash. Locks in a crossface. Grace battles through it, hits the beast mode. I think that's what they're calling her move. It was called the Juggernaut Bomb, but now beast mode, I think. For a big win. There you go. Impressive win, too, for Grace. Nice strategy from Roxanne, going after the legs of the much more powerful opponent, but Grace just too damn powerful. We got the Under-Freaking-Taker is backstage. He greets Oba Femi, and Oba is says the Undertaker says, God, freaking defend your yard. Holy crap. That is, but the Undertaker was there. What the fuck, man? I guess, like, he's doing that freaking, whatever that Tough Enough show is. He's one of the coaches. I haven't watched it yet. I see a lot of clips. It looks really funny. I have not had the time to watch that shit yet. But if anyone has, let me know if it's worth watching. NXT Championship time, baby. Oba Femi defends against Moof. Whew! And stuff. That's what they do. Oba just cracking a smack on Moose and then plants him hard on the apron with the Uranagi. Oba fall from grace, but Moose able to roll out of the ring because he's intelligent. Moose leaps into the air, right into an anti-air uppercut, so not so smart. Oba hits an FU, sparking the Cena sucks chance. Oba straight up picks up Moose and military press slams him out of the frickin' ring. My goodness, that's a thumbs up. Moose recovers somehow. Uranagi's the shit out of Oba through the announce table. Holy shit. Thumbs up. Moose nails the spear. Oba able to kick out of that. It was a terrible looking spear. Oba blocks the spear with a fall from grace to retain. Whew. That was a hell of a big hoss fight right there. Awesome power. Powerful spots all over the place. Near falls making the crowd go absolutely wild. That was a banger. And we get a fun video of Ruka and Zarya bonding together, smashing shit and throwing axes, drinking together, just hanging out. Good times right there. I have not thrown an axe. I've thrown an axe before as like a stupid child would, but not at a place, at an establishment which I'd be drinking at. Let us move on. We got Fallon Henley, angry at Ava, looking for her rematch for the Women's North American Championship. Ricky Saints wants a match and gets one versus Ridge Holland. But now it's a New York City street fight. It's Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. Lots of bad blood between these two. Let's get it on. Javon springboard Rana's Ethan into a chair. Paige and Javon dueling now with chairs. Ethan planted on a chair with a mini thunder bomb. Lots of chair stuff. Paige whips Javon off of the ropes onto chairs. And then a Death Valley driver through a table. We got a table. That's a thumbs up. Ego's Edge connects, but Evans able to kick out of the freaking Ego's Edge. Damn. Javon super bouncy kicks a chair into Ethan's face and then nails a cutter through a table. Oh my goodness, that was awesome. Thumbs up. Javon big air dive crashes himself and Ethan into the announce table. Probably painful. Ethan chair wrapped around his head. Javon hits a sick cutter, planting Paige on the chair. Like, oh, it was so perfect. Thumbs up for that awesome finish and a big win. Love that finish. Like I said, that was so sick. Ethan took it absolutely perfectly. Like, so good. An extra thumbs up. Fuck it. Good variety of chair spots and a lot of them. Nasty bumps. Javon being bouncy. Awesome match right there. 8 out of 10. Javon and Ethan viciously attacked by the 4 mystery men. Javon gets wrecked with a power bomb, and yeah, we got this like new what were they called? The Shield, kind of like a new Shield thing going on right here. already like it so much better than Death Riders, and it's crazy. It's ridiculous. We got Eddie Thorpe talking shit, says he gonna knock out Trick next week. Trick whoops Thorpe's ass, shutting him right up. So their beef continues, and it is main event time. Title for title match. AEW Women's Champion Julia versus North American Champion Stephanie Vacour. Vacour SVB connects, and Julia able to kick out of that. Holy, that almost ended early. Vacour spiral tap caught by Julia into a submission. That was an awesome counter. Thumbs up. Julia running knee strike. Vacour kicks out. Vacour hits back-to-back SVBs to pin, and new NXT Women's Champion. It is Stephanie Vacour. Holy shit. All right, we're doing this thing. It is double champion Stephanie. All right. Not a very long run right there as champion for Julia. Honestly, it just feels like she's being rushed, probably up to the main roster, because I kind of feel like NXT's women's roster is a little bit too big, too many women, and they could use some of that up there right now. So kind of sucks they're rushing through it, which would be arguably like another golden era in NXT's women's division, and they're kind of just fast forwarding through, which is a little bit of a shame. Who knows? I mean, I don't know if Julia's going right up right now. She could be fighting her way through NXT still, but that's what it feels like. But a good competitive match right here. And Julia had some pretty decent matches there. Not a lot of retains, but she had some good matches as champ. Good competitive match here from both women, hitting multiple finishers and coming back for more. So they both look really strong as fuck. But Vacour gets the best of Julia. Impressive counters as well. 7 out of 10. We get the big confetti celebration for the new double champion of NXT, Stephanie Vacour. Well done, and a thumbs up. We get a great show right there, and MSG always love seeing NXT perform in front of the big crowd. 20,000 people really getting the big pops and big ovations and shit. That's awesome. MSG was nice and rowdy for them too. They were loving it. Stacked up card with TNA titles, NXT titles on the line. New York street fight. That was awesome. The huge title for title main event had the big buzz behind it. Wasn't like the greatest match. It was kind of rushed. They didn't want to make either of them look weak, so just kind of a finisher fest. 8 out of 10 though. That was a great NXT. Let us go now to the SmackDown. Not in New York. They're going to frickin' Barcelona, Spain. Oh baby, we're on the European tour, man. And of course, it's an electric crowd in Spain with the electric ovation for LA Knight. Yeah. Knight having fun with the wild crowd, man. Like, it's been a minute since LA Knight had a crowd like this. Jimmy Uso, or at least the crowd interacting with Knight this, much. Anyway, Jimmy Uso interrupts to challenge Knight for the U.S. title. Wants a match right here in Barcelona. Solo Sikoa comes out. Looks like he's ready to fight, but he argues for Fatu. He says he deserves a shot at LA Knight. Yeah. Bloodline with an ambush attack. Out comes Braun Strowman to even the odds. Aldis does the thing. Playa. It's a 6-man tag. Happening right now. Fatu, Sola, and Tonga versus Knight, Jimmy Uso, and Strowman. The Strowman Express takes out the Bloodline. Knight and Jimmy hitting dives together. Strowman power slam, and the good guys win. Pretty standard tag team match right here, but with that white hot crowd, making it a lot more enjoyable. Fatu looking monstrous in this one as always. Bloodline attacking after the bell. Fatu wrecks Strowman with multiple moonsaults. Fatu sprints, smashing Strowman through a freaking barricade. Holy shit, that was awesome. Thumbs up for that. I'm really hoping that those two are going to have like the big like parking lot brawl. What Bronson Reed was doing, like just smashing up bitches, all the big guys in these ridiculous brawls. That's what I think they're going to do now with Mr. Fatu. All right, thumbs up. Jade Cargill interviewed about Naomi's drama. Jade fired up. Definitely some bad blood between her and Naomi. Liv and Raquel interrupt, calling Jade a loser idiot, which is now my favorite insult of all time. You stupid loser idiot. So good. B-Fab versus Charlotte Flair up next. Ooh. So B-Fab here I believe she is from Spain or Barcelona. She's from around here. So this is really cool for her. And watch how Charlotte destroys it. Charlotte, natural selection, locks in the figure 4, and B-Fab forced to tap out. There you go. Predictable win for Flair, of course. A solid showing for B-Fab. At least she got out there. Charlotte didn't do a lot to make her look all that good or powerful or anything. Charlotte won't break the hold, making Tiffy come out to whoop some ass. Big ovation right there for Tiffy as she brawls with Flair. Tiffy top rope swanton dive, wipes out an army of security guards. That was awesome. Thumbs up. Good brawl. Flair starting to embrace the booze now because obviously nobody likes her. Even Barcelona, they're like, nope, go fuck yourself. And that's good. Miz TV time. But before that can get started, somehow Tiffy finds her way to the top thing of the stage, leaps off, nails a swanton bomb on Flair, and many security guards. Awesome again. Thumbs up. Miz is like, that was awesome. And then introduces Cody Rhodes. Miz rudely interrupts Cody's entrance, cutting off the whoa-whoa-whoas. Cody, offense taken, crossroads the Miz, and the crowd loves this. Cody removes his jacket. The crowd loves this. Cody demands Cena to get his ass to Raw next week for a chat. And oh, buddy, it's going to be a chat. I can't wait. Shinsuke and Priest have a tense meeting backstage. Aldis, not sure what they're saying, just gives them a match. He's like, oh, okay. Because they're both, one's talking Japanese, one's talking fucking Spanish. He's like, I'm from the UK, just fight about it. There you go. Funny stuff. So it's Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Priest, nice reception from Spain. What the fuck is wrong with my face? My mouth. Priest, nice reception from Spain. Priest in control until Drew McIntyre appears sitting on the announce table. Priest avoids the Kinshasa, hits the South of Heaven, but Drew attacks and disqualifies the match. Shinsuke fine with Drew attacking Priest. He's like, whatever, do your thing. McIntyre hits Priest with the steel steps, then goes back to hit a Claymore and screams in Priest's ear. Drew making good on his promise, starting to make Priest's life a living hell. So are these two going to fight at WrestleMania? It'll be a fine match, but good. Preferably no disqualification. That'd make it a banger, I'd say. But I wanted so much more for Drew McIntyre this year. Anyway, Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green with Piper and newest member Alba Fire being interviewed. Selena Vega arrives looking for a title shot, but Vega must go through the secret Hervis first. So there you go. Selena Vega, everybody. Randy Orton versus Carmelo Hayes. Randy, massive pop from Barcelona. It was ridiculous. RKO out of nowhere. Orton grabs the win. Randy, crowd in the palm of his hands for this match. So much fun. Melo, pretty good showing right here. Melo then disrespects Randy, earns another RKO out of nowhere. Orton goes for a punt, but Kevin Owens makes the save for Melo and then runs off. I don't think he was trying to help Melo. I think he was just trying to piss off Randy Orton, which he succeeded in. We got Jacob Fatu calling out Braun Strowman in very fired up fashion. I just love the way he delivers his promos, man. I love the way he talks. He's like, I don't know, man. He's just got a lot of flair to his promos. Love it. Thumbs up. World champion Gunther brings out Spain's national hero, Axiom. Oh, fuck yeah. To challenge the champion to a match. Huge pop right there for Axiom. Like, that was awesome. I did not know he was from Spain, but that is awesome. Gunther, pterodactyl dropkick, nasty P-bomb combo, and Axiom kicks out. Oh, fuck yeah. Axiom, nice top rope Rana, counter, golden ratio, connects. Gunther kicks out of that. Gunther powerbomb, lariat, powerbomb combo again, defeats Axiom. Super entertaining match right there with Spain's hometown hero, Axiom. Crowd wild for everything. Awesome spotlight for Axiom. Gunther giving performance, allowing Axiom to look good. How about you take some notes? Charlotte Flair, 7.5 out of 10. Paul Heyman promotes Roman Reigns' day and says it'll never be Seth Rollins' day. Paul apparently owes CM Punk a favor, so this was kind of just a shameless plug for the new 2K video game, but yeah, it's Paul Heyman. He can do whatever he wants. Main event, WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. DIY, Gargano, and Ciampa defend against the Street Profits, Dawkins, and Ford. Street Profits sweet German suplex, DIY answer with a shatter machine. Dawkins nice neckbreaker counter to Gargano's torpedo dive. Profits doomsday device, Ciampa makes the save. DIY meet in the middle, fails. Johnny accidentally kicking Ciampa. Oh dear. Dawkins spine buster forward with the splash and new WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. Oh man, hell yeah. Long time coming for the Profits to get these belts back. Feels like it's been a while, man. They've been injured and just, yeah, good competitive main event matchup right there. Nice near finishes and tag combos. And shockingly, no shenaniganery. 7 out of 10. DIY, short but sweet run as champions. Could DIY begin the implosion now after this miscommunication? I was expecting them to go down that really brutal rivalry road that they had in NXT, and kind of looks like we're setting up for it here. They have potential. They don't have to rush. They could do more tag team shit and then implode later, but just wondering if that's where we're gonna go. And that's the end of the show, right? Yep, really fun show in Barcelona. Phenomenal crowd. Love seeing Axiom and BFAB getting a hometown bump. Obviously, sadly, BFAB had to fight Charlotte, and Charlotte doesn't let anyone look any good next to her, so unfortunate, but Axiom got a good rub. Tiffy going all out with the big dive. That was so awesome. Strowman and Fatu setting up for, I'm hoping, a monster match, some sort of crazy match. LA Knight, biggest reception he's gotten in a minute. Like, crowd loves him. We still do the yeah and everything, but dude was like arguably one of the hottest, like top 3 hottest guys in WWE and could have been the world champion. Like, he was so over. And they definitely like fucked it up there, taking the title off of him, the US title off of LA Knight, putting it on Shinsuke for no reason, only for LA Knight to get it right back. So good response here from Barcelona. Hopefully they'll get LA Knight back into that top echelon popularity, because it did kind of dim down there for a little bit, but really good reception here. And yeah, wrestling pretty good. Crowd brought all the matches up. Like a solid match became good. A good match became really good. 7 out of 10 for the SmackDown. And now we go to the land of AEW. It's Dynamite in Fresno, California. New international champion Kenny Omega is over the moon, competing again in the ring and as a singles champion. My goodness. Like, who saw that coming? Kenny apparently didn't. I mean, of course he's going to be a champion again. I, too, though, am over the moon for Kenny. Great, really nice little opening message there from Kenny. The Ops, Hook, Shibata, and Samoa Joe starting Dynamite with their new tradition with another squash match. Not good. We get Copeland will get a rematch versus Moxley for a title next week in a street fight. All right, it can work. Swerve will face the winner of that for the title. He's going to fight the winner for the title at Dynasty. Goodness gracious. Moxley monologue admits he underestimated Cope, but won't make the same mistake twice, which probably means Claudio and everybody's going to be there. It's going to be lame, and it's probably going to suck again. Hologram and Powerhouse Hobbs versus Brian Cage and Dralistico. What the fuck team is that? All right, Cage catching Hologram into a suplex on the floor. Harley Graham dancing for Mortos, causing a distraction. Okay. Hobbs, nice spine buster, counter catching Dralistico, mid-air pins, and wins. All right, I think this is like a inner rivalry match, like Powerhouse is fighting with Cage and Hologram is fighting with Dralistico, so there you go. Some of that GM video game stuff. I remember like SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 GM mode. That's the kind of shit you got to do to make sure your rivalries stay intact. They have to interact with each other every single week. So it makes for terrible viewing because it's like, all right, these guys don't like each other. Singles match. All right, now they're in a tag team match against each other. Now a singles match again. And now they're at the pay-per-view and they're going to fight again and then again and again. They fight like 30 fucking times, but all right. Anyway, Timeless Tony with a stitched up lip, staples in her head, and worst of all, glass in her ace. Doesn't matter because the Tramp is champion again. Oh, Tony looking for a new opponent, and she says, let the orgy begin. My goodness, Tony on fire. Hilarious promo right there from the champ. And good times cut short here by Megan Bayne, who smashes Tony, making her statement. So looks like Megan Bayne is going to step up to the plate and fight Timeless Tony. We got international tournament match. So another tournament made here. Bracket style, common shit. Winner of the tournament gets a international title shot. We start with Beast Mortos versus Mike Bailey. Oh, fuck yeah. Newest member of AEW. Bailey, nice high kick, drops Mortos, just drops him. Beast, mean shoulder block, and hits a lovely twisty dive through the ropes. Excuse me. Mortos, awesome top rope military press slam. Oh, I love that move. Gets a thumbs up every time. Bailey broken in half with a brutal backbreaker. Even my wife was like, jeez, that was ridiculous. Speedball back, not broken somehow. He hits a sweet spinning kick, knocking out Mortos for a big debut win. Oh, baby. Mortos may have stolen the spotlight, not gonna lie, from Bailey. He was so good in this match. I love Mortos, but Speedball, this guy's going to fit in really nicely. The stiffness, the quickness, and great selling from him as well. I mean, hey, I'm fine with that. Show off how good you are at selling. And I mean, it's Beast Mortos. The dude's 250 fucking pounds. Mike Bailey's like 3 pounds. So yeah, makes sense. He got beat up a little bit. 7.5 out of 10. Really good. Christian is pissed. He didn't fully understand the rules to his cash-in attempt, and he didn't pass out to Moxley's choke. Christian was simply just retaining his air and fell asleep for a second. That's all. Nick Wayne stands up, says Christian is just making excuses. The fucking fuck did you just fucking say, Nick? Huh? Christian gets in Wayne's face, calling his deceased father a loser idiot. Shut your mouth and know your role, Nick Wayne. Huge crack right there out of frickin' nowhere from Nick Wayne. Also claims Christian didn't go with the original plan, so something else was planned. Maybe Nick was supposed to come out and beat him up a little bit, help him out, but Christian said, no, fuck you, all me, and it went bad. And Nick was like, fuck you, dude, you fucked up. And so yeah, some big tension starting to form here with Nick Wayne. We'll see how that goes. Max shown smashing a mirror after his loss to Hangman at Revolution. That was intense. MJF now cutting a promo, tells Hangman it ain't over yet. MVP arrives to the ring and hugs Max because they're longtime friends, apparently. All right. MVP says he's proud to be proud of MJF, then tells their origin story. MVP met MJF when Max was 18 in a little indie company in South Florida. MVP knew back then that Max had the aura of a world champion. Mr. P asks Max why he ain't hurting people after what went down at Revolution. The roster doesn't respect or fear Max anymore, claims Mr. P, but they do fear the Hurt Syndicate. MVP offers Max his business card. Oh my goodness. Max reminds Montel he was champion for 400 plus days. MVP emphasizes the was part and then hands Max the card. Oh snap. MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. That could be a beautiful thing. That could be so good. Why not hop on the hype train right now? Hurt Syndicate, one of the hottest things in AEW right now. They're on fire. They are dominating everybody. They're champions. They have a great mouthpiece and manager in MVP. You can add an elite singles talent and an unbelievable mouthpiece in MJF, or they could try and turn MJF baby again and have him, or that wouldn't work out because people love the Hurt Syndicate. So I don't know. I think if MJF truly wants to be loved again, and that's what he really wants, then try and join up with them. Yeah, hop on the fucking train, man. Why not? I think it'd be really fun. And speaking of really fun, let's not have fun with Max Caster's open challenge. But it does get answered by a very, very pissed off Takeshita, who just lost his championship. Max starts running his mouth, trying to get out of it. Takeshita shuts Max up with a stiff forearm and a raging fire for a quick win. Max, honestly, sort of entertaining here with the backpedaling. Takeshita's rampage has begun. I actually kind of enjoyed this one. I still don't understand the Max thing. This whole best wrestler in the world, only get my ass kicked, but like, are you doing, like, this guy is a OG AEW guy. Like, what are you doing? I don't get it, but it was kind of entertaining. Chris Jericho cutting a promo on Bandito's mask, just talking to a head. And yeah, Chris Jericho is losing his mind. Funny stuff. We get Willow Nightingale versus Penelope Ford. Willow mean spinebuster locks Ford in a gory special. Oh yeah. Willow wrecks Ford with a pounce for a big win. Damn. Really solid match. Loving Willow's performance right here. All the moves she was doing. I was like, yeah, I love all that stuff. Ford, a sore loser, attacking Willow with a chair. Statlander shows up to help Willow. Megan Bayne then drops Chris and Willow, making her second big statement of the night. Oh man, she's dropping everybody. All right, Megan, I see you. 4 Belts Monet is interviewed now, but struggling to speak because she was kicked in the throat at Revolution by Miss Momo. Billy Starks asked to join. Starks looking to become a champion. Monet doesn't think Billy is on the champion's level, but we'll see about that. People are pretty hyped up about this potential matchup here, Billy Starks versus Monet. I don't remember much about Billy Starks. She's very young. She's like 20, 21 or something like that. Definitely there's a lot of potential here, and I'm excited to see it. Yeah. Ospreay, all bandaged up, getting interviewed. Ospreay, great story about lying to his wife about the cage match and going on and just good stuff there. Ospreay sets up a mission to win the Owen Hart tournament so he can main event All In for the world title. That's lots of energy right there from Ospreay. Entertaining stuff. Pretty good. We get Jay White. He says he didn't hit Cope on purpose at Revolution. Well, alrighty then. White vows to dethrone the Death Riders. Please, literally anyone, take them down. Save AEW. They're drowning the company. This is killing them. Please stop it. They're already dead. Hangman and MJF find each other backstage. Oh dear. Max tees off telling Hangman he smells like Ace and he's gonna ruin his life. All this stuff. Great stuff there from Max. And Hangman just very composed, not fazed at all by anything that Max is saying. He's like, oh yeah? Good. All right, cool. Bye. Great stuff. Main event. Main event. International tournament match. Orange Cassidy versus Hechicero. Orange walking the ropes. Crowd absolutely loving it. He's putting his hands in his pockets in his hands, whatever. Orange, hands in the pockets. He sort of face plants. I think he wipes out and his fucking hands are in his pockets, so he has nothing to save himself, so he face plants. Hechicero attacking Cassidy's limbs, limiting his offense. Orange using a unique counter, pinfall, and he snags the win. Good matchup right there. Good main event. Orange, great performance as always. Lots of energy, getting the crowd going. Funny, just classic Orange stuff. And a faceplant. 7 out of 10. And a solid Dynamite. MJF, he was great with MVP and Hangman. Both of those were awesome. International tournament, pretty good start with the in-ring debut of Mike Bailey. Liking that. Fucking Megan Bayne making a lot of noise this week without saying a single word. Just beating the shit out of the top ladies in AEW. Like, hell yeah, pretty good booking for her so far. She's looked like an absolute beast. Pretty rowdy crowd in Fresno. Pretty good. And Nick Wayne stepping up to Christian. A rather interesting situation. Will Christian just, keep the troops in line, shut them up, and just, don't do that? Or will Nick Wayne usurp Christian and do something? Who knows? 6.5. And let's finish with Collision in Las Vegas. Hey now, we got international tournament matchup. It's Ricochet versus Shibata. Ooh, Ricochet smacking the shit out of Shibata to little effect. Shibata just eating that for breakfast. Shibata using the claw and smacks Ricochet's bald head. The crowd giggles. Shibata missing the penalty kick. Ricochet roll up with the foot on the ropes and he gets away with it, stealing the win. Good opening contest right there. I was expecting maybe a little bit more of a fight right here, but it was, Ricochet running his mouth throughout this match. That was really entertaining. He's yelling at the crowd. He's yelling at Shibata. Again, I think Ricochet doing a really good job as a heel, man. I'm really liking it. Nice fast-paced counters. 7 out of 10. I would like them to fight again though, and more ass kicking. Yeah. Timeless Tony wants revenge on Megan Bayne. Funny quick message there from Tony as always. We got Papa House Hobbs versus Griff Garrison. I forgot about Griff Garrison. Remember, this guy was supposed to get over with Edge or some shit. Like, what happened with this guy? Anyway, he's with the Frat House now, which is the fucking, I forget what the sipping sauce and drinking hoss or whatever fucking Titty City guys. I think he's with them. I think that's Frat House. They're whatever. Spinebuster Hobbs wins in a squash match. There you go. That did a whole lot for everybody involved. Griff Garrison, super over now, and Hobbs. Oh yeah, that did a lot, beating the shit out of poor innocent Griff. What the fuck? Frat House swarm, but the Outrunners make the save, and they do the gimmick with Hobbs. The big handshake, and yeah, just kind of running through motions right here. This feels like a lot of waste. Feels like a lot of guys not really knowing what to do. So, all right, throw them out there in a match and maybe something will happen. But I don't know, just nothing there. We got Thunder Rosa demands respect from Megan Bayne. Rosa sick and tired of Bayne's disrespect to the roster. Megan's ears are burning. She attacks Rosa viciously. So that's another lady. Megan she's unstoppable. What's going on here? International tournament match. Mark Davis versus Mark Briscoe, the battle of the marks. Briscoe, nice rolling dive, high fives a fan, why not? Briscoe, chair on the apron, executes the senton dive, overshoots it a little bit, and he almost ends the security guard, but it's okay. Mark and Mark start chopping the shit out of each other, like really, really hard. I was like, holy fuck. Thumbs up. Briscoe, blockbuster off of the apron, and then a cactus jack elbow off the barricade, loving that, thumbs up. Briscoe survives a pile driver from Davis. Murder Machines arrive. They push Briscoe off the top into a Davis anti-air kick. The very awesome pendulum pile driver. And Mark Davis with the big upset win with, a big assist from Don Callis' family there. Super lame finish to a great match. Briscoe, awesome as always. And Davis, man, no slouch. They were just beating the shit out of each other. Briscoe doing his awesome dives and fucking redneck kung fu, and stuff. 7.5 out of 10. Just don't fuck up the finish. Murder Machines, 4-on-2 squash match because everybody wants that. Cage walking out carrying 2 dudes, tossing them on the stage. Choke slams, powerbomb, F5s, etc. Oh yeah, that was cool. I remember that one week when the Murder Machines didn't have a fucking squash match and they actually fought a real tag team? Briscoes and Hobbs fight with the Murder Machines until it is abruptly ended by Schiavone's face when he's doing an interview. But hey, that's a match. You could do Briscoe and Hobbs team up versus Murder Machines. There you go. It's a real team. They're not a real team, but those are 2 real fucking people on the roster that could fight for reals. Jesus, waste. You're wasting Lance Archer and Brian Cage, man. They are really good wrestlers. Brian Cage specifically needs to be wrestling legit matches, and he does backflips, and it's amazing. What are you doing? Swerve cutting a promo. In 3 weeks, Swerve will challenge for the AEW World title. Rather, he's fighting Cope, or he's taking out Moxley. For the love of God, someone take out Moxley for everyone. Jesus. All right. Swerve calling out Moxley for all of his baloney and hiding in boiler rooms and speaking in boring riddles. Fuck yeah. Preach. Swerve says you gotta send a maniac to take out Mox. Moxley then attacks Swerve with a crowbar, calls everyone amateurs. We got Top Flight and Hologram versus Infantry, Bravo Dean, and Moriarty with Shane Taylor. There you go. Yeah. Leo Rush and Andretti show up to watch. Harley Graham watching backstage. She is met by Mortos, and they exchange head tilts. What the fuck is going on back there? I don't even know. Hologram torpedo dives hard onto the barricade with Moriarty. Top Flight drop kick German suplex combo. Grabs the win whilst staring down Leo and Andretti. Oh yeah. All right, match right there. Could have used some more Hologram for sure. Needed some more Hologram in that match right there. But definitely, obviously, there's still beef between Andretti, Leo, and Top Flight. So there's that. We move on. It's Megan Bayne versus Thunder Rosa. Bayne in full control hits Rosa with an F5 on the stage. Another F5 in the ring and grabs a dominating win over Thunder Rosa. Oh, fuck. That is what's up right there. Megan Bayne getting the big time push right here with that kind of win over Thunder Rosa. Like, whoa, man, I was a little bit shocked. Bayne continues the assault. Out comes Timeless Toni. Bayne drops the champion with an F5, looking absolutely unstoppable. Toni has a real threat right here on her hand. At this point, I don't know how you stop Megan Bayne, man. Toni's going to have to use some creativity because, wow, Megan just ending Thunder like that, no problem. She's been dropping all the top women backstage. And yeah, dude, I'm impressed with the booking on Megan Bayne. Continues to be good. Main event time. FTR, Cash and Dax versus Undisputed Kingdom, Roddy and O'Reilly. Referee missing a crucial tag for Undisputed Kingdom. FTR smell blood. They hit a heart attack. Kyle ruthless with the ankle locks on Cash. Dax emergency. Flying headbutt needed to make the save there. FTR Doomsday Bulldog cannot finish off Kyle. Undisputed hot tag get the high-low. But Dax fails to break up the tag. Or he falls, damn it, to break up the tag. He didn't fail. FTR hit a shatter machine. Kyle last second pulls Dax out of the ring to make the save. We get the 5 minutes remaining warning, and the crowd is groaning at the idea of this going to a draw. FTR hit another shatter machine for the big win in the time limit. Damn, son, that was a wicked main event. Long match, though. Beginning was really slow, kind of boring, but that second half, though, damn. That shit was fantastic. Near fall spectacular and fucking finishers. It was pretty wicked. 7.5 out of 10. And a pretty solid collision with only 2 squash matches. 3 if you count the Rosa versus Bayne, because that was pretty much a squash match too. Good matches at the beginning, middle, and end. So they're smart at placing the good matches. You keep us, started off good and you end it good. Put something good in the middle, and you won't have a bad show at least. Bayne getting the serious push. Could she defeat Toni? Not yet, I doubt it, unless they want a real shock factor, put that belt on her right away. Just after everything that they went through, the Hollywood ending, I don't think that's going to go over well if they take it off of Toni already, so probably not yet. There's going to be some sort of thing, rather a count out, like Bayne's just beating the fuck out of her and she gets disqualified. Something like that's going to go down, I would imagine. But solid collision, 6 out of 10. And we go and we finish off with the 3 stars of the week, which were locked in. This is a huge 3 stars because this includes Revolution, AEW's pay-per-view from, it feels like forever ago, but we got some shout outs. Swerve versus Ricochet at Revolution, fucking banger. Most of the matches, there's only like 2 matches I don't recommend on Revolution, the tag match and the main event. Outside of that, watch all the Revolution because it was great. Watanabe versus Monet, the TBS title match at Revolution, another banger, and now to the official 3 stars. MJF versus Hangman at Revolution captures the 3rd star this week. Awesome opening matchup. Like, I thought this was going to be hard to follow, but they continued to follow up with great match after match, and this was the one that kicked it off. Freaking banger of a match right there. 2nd star goes to Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, their brutal cage match at Revolution. One of the best cage matches I think I've ever seen. So much blood, so much violence and brutality, vicious bumps, and just, my goodness. Like, watch watch the Madison Square Garden cage match and then watch this cage match. And you tell me that blood doesn't do a lot for the cage match. Like, fuck. Unbelievable match. Is going to go down as one of the best matches I've seen this year. But the match that tops it is going to Mariah May versus Toni Storm, the Hollywood ending match at Revolution. Should have been the final match. Should have been the main event of Revolution. If you switched the Moxley match with this, you would have had probably the best pay-per-view of the year to date. But they fucked that one up. This is the best women's match I have seen in a while, if not ever. Definitely the best one I've seen this year. In insane brutality. I rarely see a women's match this brutal, especially growing up on WWE during the not great Diva era at that time. Blood was like never, and to see this much blood. The violence, the story, it was incredible. This is a must-watch match as long as you're good with blood. Amazing. That 10 out of 10 matchup, it was incredible. So shout out to Mariah May, who has always been down for brutal matches. When she never puts a bad performance on. Like, she might not have the greatest like charisma or character just yet. She's getting there, but her matches are phenomenal. And then you got Timeless Tony. She has found that character, and she's got the in-ring skill. Incredible. Best match of the week, definitely. Go check it out. And there we go. That's the show. Again, apologies, said it's so late, but hey, better late than never. And yeah, we're going to have a fun episode next time, because we got the John Cena's first appearance since the big turn, the big heel turn. So that was something. We'll be discussing that on the next WrestleCast, which I hope, and I promise to you, will be out on a more reasonable time this time, because I know how to fix the computer now if it does this again, and we're good to go. So there we go, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. You're the best. You want to be even more of the best, though, make sure you're reviewing the podcast wherever you're listening it, and share it around with a few thousand of your friends and enemies. Why not? Just throw it out there. Be like, yo, check it out. What's up? And there you go. If you want to have a question answered live on the podcast, get yourself shouted out. I upload all these to the YouTube channel, GamerGX Videos. Link in the description. You could drop a comment on one of the videos. Any question about wrestling, video games, or hacky would be preferred. And there's also a Twitter page. Looking to join Blue Sky here soon. I'll add a link in the description once I have a Blue Sky, and we could start doing that thing, because like, fuck Twitter, right? We're done here. We're done. I think we're done here. So there we go. And in terms of what we're doing with the pod this week, I think I want to be doing Mario Party. I was just looking at the shelf. I'm like, I haven't talked about an old game I felt like in a while, and Mario Party's sitting right there in the front. I'm like, shit, let's do Mario Party. We're going to talk Mario Party, y'all. The N64 games. I don't know how much, like, mostly focused in on Mario Party 2. That's like the one that I played the most. I have memories with 1, and I'll have to look into 3. I don't know if I played 3, but we'll see. So we'll be discussing Mario Party, and what else? HockeyCast just went up a second ago, just talking about the wild card race that is going on right now in the NHL. Some new contenders in there. Seeing a lot of Canadian flair potentially in this playoffs this year, so that could be a lot of fun. Go listen to that, please and thank you. And yeah, I think that should do it. So there we go. Thank you everybody so much for listening. We'll be back again with GX Plus K.